Somewhere, preciously woven into the delicate connection between nature, science, and the fine art of winemaking, there's a spectacular spunk that can only be South African. As unique and diverse as its country of birth, such is Pinotage, the cultivar that has grown beyond all expectations, bringing forth wines of terrific character with interestingly varied taste structures, steered by climate, terroir, and passionately perfected through the creativity of each winemaker. Pinotage, wines for all seasons, all generations, to be enjoyed all over. Today, tomorrow, together. The Pinotage Association was formed in 1995 and the first ABSA Top 10 Pinotage Competition launched in 1997.
I think it has done wonders for Pinotage and the quality of Pinotage and the growth of Pinotage and the making Pinotage more known in the world.
The 2010 competition received 133 entries with vintages ranging from 2005 to 2009. All round, the standard was very high, and selecting the top 20 and top 10 was no easy task.
So when we're judging wines, and especially Pinotage, we're looking for the character. Pinotage has a very unique character amongst all the varieties. Sometimes it reminds you of Pinot Noir, and sometimes it reminds you a little bit of the Cinsault, the other parent, which we used to call Hermitage. But you're looking for that characteristic character of Pinotage, which makes it a bit different, but you don't want it to sort of just be the fruit that's easily recognizable. You want to have it must be in harmony with the rest of the wines.
I think out of 133 wines, we only had 3 that I would have said shouldn't have been in the tasting. The best wines are super. They're world class. And there's in the middle, there's very, very, very good wines.
Winemakers have learned to understand Pinotage a whole lot better, and we picked that up this year in the amount of beautiful pure wines that we got. So when you have nice pure fruit and wines that are crisp and clean and elegant, then of course it complements food. There's the wines with a little bit more darker fruit complement more venison meat dishes, beef, and the ones with the more red fruit, you can even go as far as having it with veal or a certain type of game fish. So it's very versatile, Pinotage. Just depends on the style.
I really think the 2010 Pinotage Top 10, it's exceptional quality. If I look at when we went through the primary rounds and tasted through all the different vintages that were entered, 2007 initially I thought a little disappointing. Perhaps a lot of people have sold out on their 07s, but when it got now down to the final tasting of the final wines and you saw the 2007 wines that were in that lineup, extreme quality, such finesse, such beautiful Pinotage fruit and oak balance coming through. 2008's really nice wines coming through, but the big surprise to me was the quality of the 2009 wines. A lot of those wines can't have been in bottle for too long, but there's elements of clean fruit, very nice balance in terms of oak, such nice structure. You can really see the winemakers have been spending the time in the cellar and looking at what they're doing with the wines.
Wat my vir jaar opgeval het, is dat die wyne baie meer afgerond is. Ek kyk die tanninstruktuur is baie gemaklik. Die houtintegrasie is mooi. Die wyne is meer ernstige wyne as wat ek in die verlede gevind het.
Style this year, to me, the more modern vintages are certainly fuller in berry fruit flavors and a beautiful softness in the mouth and supple tannins like you can't believe, and much less wood being used than previously.
Well, terroir definitely plays quite a significant role on the style of Pinotage. Cool climates produce a certain style of Pinotage, more herbaceous characters, more perhaps more elegant ones in a certain extent. But your warmer climates can also make fantastic wines. It showed in the tasting we had over the past 3 days that in every region and climate there can be fantastic wines produced from.
The viticulturists in the vineyard are getting their act together. They're giving us fruit where you can really make a superb wine. And in the cellar too, the winemakers are really putting it all together. They're giving it attention. In the old days, I think they just sort of regarded it as another variety. But now they're giving it TLC, tender loving care, looking after it, and really making some superb wines.
The fact is that we've got 20 really good wines, which if you take it as a percentage of entries, that's high. I bet you that if we did the top 10 Primotivos in Italy, you wouldn't get the top 20 like we were able to get with our Pinotage show.
In these 133 wines we've tasted, all the wines were of good quality, and that is very encouraging to me.
The quality of the wine being made now is high quality red wine. It's not just Pinotage. It has its own flavor profile, but people around the world like high quality red wines. So there's no reason why it shouldn't have a very good market.
The winemakers and the viticulturists has done a lot on tannin management of Pinotage. Although there's different flavors from different terroirs, it's very interesting that the fruit tannin in combination with the wood tannin is very integrated, and the wines are very balanced. And I think that's most probably the biggest plus point of the competition and of the winemakers learning from each other. The second point that's very interesting, although there's loads of flavors, from red berries, blackberries, even fynbos flavors on the wines, it seems the winemaker are using the God-given things, the factor of the soils and the climate much better. So the winemaker is becoming part of the terroir of the area, and the English word I think is they are in sync with their terroir, and they're doing it excellently, because these days wines are classically balanced and they are of top quality from different areas with different flavors.